Good morning, my dear children. Welcome to the online class. First of all, we will recap whatever we learned in the previous class. Set. Set is a collection of well-defined objects, and the objects are called as elements. Elements of a set are listed only once. Every element should be occur only once. The order of listing the elements of the set does not change the set. Now, the notation. If X is an element of a set, then we can write X belongs to A. If X is not an element of the set A, then we can write X doesn't belongs to A. Now, there are three representations of a set. One is descriptive form, that is in words. For example, the set of all vowels in English alphabets. Second one, set builder form or rule form. In that, we have to give a rule. For example, set of all X such that X is a vowel in English alphabets. That is the set A. Next, third one, roster form or tabular form. In that, we have to listing the elements. For example, the set A equal to the set of all A, E, I, O, U. That means descriptive form in words. Set builder form, it should have a rule. Roster form, we have to list out the elements only in the set. So, these are the three representation of the sets. Let us see types of sets. First type, empty set or null set. A set consisting of no element is called the empty set. Other name of empty set are null set and void set. It is denoted by the symbol. See this symbol, how we read this? Pi. This is the another symbol for empty set. This we called as pi. For example, A equal to the set of all X such that X is an odd integer and divisible by 2. As we know, no odd integers can divisible by 2. So, this set cannot contain any elements. So, this set is empty set. Now, second type, singleton set. A set which has only one element is called a singleton set. For example, A equal to the set of all even prime numbers. As we know, there is only one even prime number, that is 2. This is singleton set. There is only one element. Next one, third type, finite set. A set with finite number of elements is called a finite set. For example, A equal to the set of elements 2, 4, 6, 8. There are 4 elements which is finite. Next one, infinite set. A set which is not finite. That means we cannot count the number of elements in the set. That is called an infinite set. For example, set of all natural numbers. The natural number starts with 1 and goes on. There is no end. Therefore, this is the example for infinite set. Next one, equivalent sets. Two finite sets A and B are said to be equivalent if they contain the same number of elements. For example, A equal to the set ball, bat. B equal to the set history and geography. See here, number of elements in the set A is 2 and number of elements in the set B also 2. So they are equal. Therefore, we can say A is equivalent to the set B. Next one. Equal sets. Two sets are said to be equal if they contain exactly the same elements. Otherwise, they are said to be unequal. For example, consider the set A equal to the set of all 1, 2, 3, 4 and B equal to the set 4, 2, 3, 1. See here, number of elements also equal and elements also equal. Orders only change up. Therefore, these two sets are equal sets since they contain exactly same elements. Next one, universal sets. A universal set is a set which contains all the elements of all the sets under consideration and is usually denoted by U, the letter U. For example, first one, if we discuss about elements in natural numbers, then the universal set U is the set of all natural numbers. For example, you consider the set is set A is the set of all odd numbers and B equal to the set of all even numbers. Like that you consider means you may consider the universal set as the set of natural numbers. Next one, if A equal to the set Earth, Mars, Jupiter, then the universal set U is the planets of solar system. Universal set means set of all elements under some consideration. Next one, subset. Let A and B be two sets. If every element of A is also an element of B, then A is called a subset of B and we write it as A subset B. For example, the set of all natural numbers is the subset of the set of all whole numbers. In whole numbers, we have the elements 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. In natural numbers, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So, every element in the set of natural numbers is also an element of the set of whole numbers. Therefore, set of natural numbers is subset of the set of whole numbers. By seeing this picture itself, you can easily understand. Next one, proper subset. Let A and B be two sets. If A is a subset of B and A not equal to B, then A is called a proper subset of B and we can write A is proper subset B. This is the symbol for proper subset. Now, for example, if A equal to the set 1, 2, 5 and B equal to the set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then A is a proper subset of B. By seeing itself, we can say every element of A is an also element of the set B and A is not equal to B. Therefore, A is proper subset of B. Next one. Disjoint sets. By the name itself, we can say two sets are disjoint. Two sets A and B are said to be disjoint if they do not have common elements. In other words, if A intersection B is equal to empty, there is no common, then A and B are said to be disjoint sets. For example, A equal to the set 20, 22, 23, 24 and B equal to the set 25, 30, 40, 45. See, no element in common. Therefore, A intersection B is empty. Therefore, these two sets are called as disjoint sets. See the diagram? There is no common portion between the given two sets. Therefore, these two sets are disjoint sets. Next one, power set. The set of all subsets of a set A is called the power set of A. It is denoted by like this. We have to read as power set of A. Example, A equal to the set 2, 3. Now we are going to write the power set, that is subsets of this set. First, empty set is also a subset, then singleton sets, the set 2 and the set 3, then all the elements, the set 2, 3. So, this is the power set of the set A. Note, if n of A equal to m, n of A means number of elements in the set A. N of A equal to m means n of P of A, that means number of elements in the power set of A is equal to 2 power m. This is one formula. If n of A is equal to m, then n of P of A is equal to 2 power m. Next one, the number of proper subset of A is number of power sets minus 1. N of P of A minus 1. That means 2 power m minus 1. This may come in 1 marks, the number of proper subset of A, and in 2 marks also we are going to use these two formulas.
Now from the exercise 1.2, the first question, find the cardinal number of the following sets. What is meant by cardinal number? Number of elements in that set. So see the first subdivision, capital M is the set, is equal to the set P, Q, R, S, T, U. What is the set given? First one, first subdivision, they given the set M is equal to P, Q, R, S, T, U. So, number of elements in the set, that is, you have to write like this, n of m. N of m is equal to, count the elements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, n of m is equal to 6. Now, see the second subdivision, P equal to set of all x such that x equal to 3n plus 2, comma, n belongs to w and x less than 15. Our conditions are n belongs to w. W means what? The set of whole numbers 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. But here one more condition is x should be less than 15. Now given x equal to 3n plus 2. So you have to take value of n. You have to take value of n as 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. If you put n is equal to 0. So x becomes 3 into, in the place of n you substitute 0. So 3 into 0 plus 2. That is equal to 3 into 0, 0. 0 plus 2, which is equal to 2. 2 is less than 15. Next, n is equal to 1. N is equal to 1, which implies x equal to 3 into 1 plus 2. In the place of n, you substitute this one. 3 into 1 plus 2. 3 ones are 3. 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. 5 also less than 15. Next value of n. When n is equal to, next value is 2, which implies x equal to 3 into, in the place of n you substitute this 2. 3 into 2 plus 2, which is equal to 3 2s are 6. 6 plus 2 you will get 8. 8 also less than 15. When n is equal to 3, which implies x is equal to 3 into, in the place of n you substitute this 3. 3 into 3 plus 2. 3 3s are 9. 9 plus 2, 11. 11 also less than 15. Next, when n is equal to 4, which implies x is equal to 3 into, in the place of n you substitute this 4. 3 into 4 plus 2. 3 4s are 12. 12 plus 2 you will get 14. So 14 also less than 15. Suppose you put n is equal to 5. So it will become 3 into 5. 3 5s are 15. 15 plus 2 you will get 17. 17 is greater than 15. So you need not take that. Therefore, the set P is equal to the set of all elements 2, 5, 8, 11, 14. Now count the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So n of p, that is number of elements in the set P. N of p is equal to 5. Now the third one, see the question. Q is equal to set of all y such that y is equal to 4 by 3n. And here n belongs to n, capital N, set of natural numbers. Natural number starts with 1 and 2 less than n less than or equal to 5. You have to take the natural numbers lies between 2 and 5. Here less than or equal to given, therefore 5 also. So value of n lies between 2 and 5. So 3, 4 and 5 also. 5. What is they given for y? Y is equal to 4 by 3n. When n is equal to 3, which implies y is equal to 4 by 3 into, in the place of n you substitute this 3. 3 3s are 9. When n is equal to 4, y becomes 4 divided by 3 into 4. This into 4 by 4 be cancelled. Therefore, you get answer 1 by 3. When n is equal to 5, which implies y is equal to 4 by 3 into 5, which is equal to 4 by 15. Therefore, the elements of the set Q is equal to 4 by 9, 1 by 3, 4 by 15. Therefore, n of Q, that is number of elements in the set Q, is 1, 2, 3. Now, the fourth subdivision, R equal to set of all x such that x is an integer, x belongs to z. Z means set of all integers, and minus 5 less than or equal to x less than 5. X is an integer, lies between minus 5 and plus 5 and also minus 5. So, the elements of the set R becomes minus 5 also. Then minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. You need not take 5 since they didn't given equal to. They given only less than. So, before value only you have to take. Now, count the elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, number of elements in the set R, that is n of R, is equal to 10. Now, see the fifth subdivision. S equal to the set of all leap years between 1882 and 1906. So, leap year means that year should be divisible by 4. So, first consider the starting year, 1882. Consider the last two digits, 82 is not divisible by 4. So, the whole year also not divisible by 4. So, what is the next number of 82 which is divisible by 4? 84. So, 1884. Now, next fourth year, 1888. Next fourth year, 1892. Next fourth year, 1896. And next fourth year is 1900. But that when the year ends with last two digits as 0, you have to check whether it is divisible by 4 and also divisible by 400. But here 1900 is not divisible by 400. Therefore, it not be a leap year. So, consider the next fourth year, 1904. Next fourth year will be 1908. So, it exceeds 1906. So, you need not take that. So, these are the years of leap years between 1882 and 1906. So, the set S is equal to set of 1884, 1888, 1892 and 1896 and 1904. So count the number of elements here. N of S is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So cardinal number they are asking means you have to find the number of elements in the set. Now the second question. See the question here. Identify the following sets as finite or infinite. When we say a set is finite, it have the finite number of elements. When we say infinite, it cannot have the finite number of elements. Now see the first subdivision. X is equal to the set of all districts in Tamil Nadu. Set of all districts in Tamil Nadu. Do you know how many districts in Tamil Nadu? There are 38 districts in Tamil Nadu. So we can say n of x, that is number of elements in the set x is, there are 38 districts. So 38. So it is finite. Therefore x is a finite set. Next, second subdivision you see, y is equal to set of all straight lines passing through a point. As you know, we can draw infinite number of lines through a point. So, n of y is equal to infinity. There are infinite number of lines we can draw through a point. Therefore, y is an infinite set. Now see the third subdivision. A equal to set of all x such that x belongs to z. Z means integers and x less than 5. So A equal to set of all x such that x is an integer and less than 5. Less than 5 means left side of 5. What are the values? In negative side, so there are so many infinite numbers. Then for example, you consider then minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, then 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to 4 only you have to take, since they not given less than or equal to, only given less than. So up to 4. So here so many infinite numbers there. Therefore n of a will be infinity. Therefore a is an infinite set. Now the fourth one. See the fourth question. B is equal to set of all x such that x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0 and x belongs to n. N means natural numbers. So we have to take the values of x from the natural numbers and satisfies this equation. What is the equation they given? X square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. Suppose you put x equal to 2. Here 2 square minus 5 into 2 plus 6. Wherever you have x, there and all you substitute this x equal to 2. Which implies 2 2s are 4, 5 2s are 10 plus 6. That is equal to, you will get 4 plus 6, 10 minus 10 equal to 0. So x equal to 2 is one of the value which satisfies this equation. If you put x equal to 3, which implies 3 square minus 5 into 3 plus 6 equal to 3 square, 3 3s are 9, 5 3s are 15 plus 6, which implies 15 minus 15 is equal to 0. So x equal to 2 and x equal to 3 are the natural numbers which are satisfies this equation. Therefore the set B is equal to 2, 3. So number of elements 1, 2. So n of B is equal to 2. n of b is equal to 2. So it is finite set. It is a finite value. So the set B is finite. Therefore, the set B is finite set. Now, see the question number 3. Which of the following sets are equivalent or unequal or equal sets? When we say two sets are equivalent, if the two sets having same number of elements. When we say two sets are equal, when the two sets are having exactly same elements. Otherwise, we can say the two sets are unequal. Now, see the first subdivision. First subdivision they given A equal to the set of vowels in the English alphabets. What are the vowels? A, E, I, O, U. And the set B is equal to set of all letters in the word vowel. That means V, O, W, E, L. So now see here, elements are not exactly same. So you have to check whether these are equivalent sets. Now n of A, number of elements in the set A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So n of A equal to 5. Then here n of B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So n of B is equal to 5. So n of A is equal to n of B. Therefore, A and B are equivalent sets. When we say two sets are equivalent, if the number of elements are equal. Now, the second one you see, question is C equal to the set 2, 3, 4, 5 and D equal to the set of all x such that x belongs to W. W means whole numbers and also x lies between 1 and 5. So 1 and 5, what are the whole numbers between numbers? 2, 3, 4 only. So here 5 we have, but here not having. Therefore, these are not equal sets and you have to check whether it is equivalent. Here number of elements 4, here number of elements 3. They also not equal. Therefore, these two sets are not equal sets and not equivalent sets. Therefore, C and D are unequal sets. Now, see the third subdivision. X, the set X equal to set of all X such that X is a letter in the word life. So, you have to take the letters L, I, F, E. This is the set X. Then Y equal to they given the set of all F, I, L, E. Now, you see L, L, I, F, F, E, E. Number of elements also equal. All the elements also equal. Therefore, X and Y are equal sets. Why we can say equal sets? Since they having exactly same elements. Now, fourth subdivision. You see, the set G is equal to set of all X such that X is a prime number and lies between 3 and 23. What are the prime numbers lies between 3 and 23? 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19 and that's all. Before 23, no. So, these are the numbers. Lies between 3 and 23 and also prime numbers. Now, H is equal to set of all X such that X is a divisor of 18. X is a divisor of 18. What are the numbers can divide 18? 1, 2, 3, then 6, 9, then 18. These are the divisors of 18. So now elements are not exactly same, but we can count the number of elements. Number of elements in the set G is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And number of elements in the set H is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here number of elements equal. So we can say n of G is equal to n of H. Therefore, the sets G and H are equivalent sets. So listen children, when we say two sets are equivalent, if the number of elements are equal. When we say two sets are equal, the elements should be exactly same. Otherwise, we can say unequal sets. Hope you understood children. Revise all the questions thoroughly. Practice well. Practice makes a man perfect. Practice a lot. Thank you children.